Hey, you're listening to Scam Me, the podcast that breaks down online safety and scams without the boring bits. We're here thanks to Inclusive Change at Work CIC, Avon and Somerset PCC, and Culture Gem. Let's get into it.
So welcome. I'm Lucy. I'm from Inclusive Change at Work, and this is Cam.
Hello.
We'd love to talk to you today about our project Sandbox, our Scam Me podcast, which is all about online safety and cybersecurity. And we like to look at it through a lens of neurodiversity and disability. And so we've brought a few questions with us today, and we'd love to ask those questions and have a chat about things. So I am going to hand over to Cam in a moment, yes, who's going to ask the questions. But before we go too far, we're here at Paul's place today. What happens here and what is this group?
Go on, Dom. Go on, Dom. You start.
Go for it, Dom.
The pulpit is a charity for adults with primarily physical disabilities.
So Paul's place is an activity centre, a day centre, and it's no.
We're not a day centre.
We're a club.
Oh, a
We're a
club,
club.
right?
We're a
Okay.
club. We don't class ourselves as a day centre. We come together, as Dom said, we do all sorts of activities. Group out doing bowls, we do archery, we do poker. Yeah, I actually sometimes.
Months ago, we had somebody called Pointy May Williams.
Bake Off, and she's on Radio Bristol as well.
And I was lucky enough to go in the art studio.
We had Ben Atkinson come in, didn't we?
Yes,
You were very into your radio, so much.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Right then, let's get into this. We've come here today to come and have a chat about online safety, cybersecurity, being online, and what being online means for you. Sometimes the internet and the online world isn't as accessible as we want it to be
it's not a
sometimes.
great place.
And also can be quite cruel.
Yes, absolutely. And so we thought we could come and have a chat about some of these things. We were given a little bit of funding by Avon and Somerset Police and Crime Commissioner
Yeah.
to come and talk to different groups of people about what it's like being online and what your thoughts are about safety, about people being unkind, those kind of things that go on in the world. So I'm going to ask Cam to start with the first question.
So, when you go online, what do you usually use the internet for? Is there something that's especially important or useful for you on there?
Who'd like to go first?
I go. When I'm on my I go on my iPad. I go on Facebook, and if I get someone want to add me as a friend, before I do, I go on to their profile and I check.
Yeah.
I look at their information, and if I think I don't know who they are, then I block them.
Have you been caught out before by people asking you to be friends and anything happened?
Sort of, but then I have blocked
Yeah.
completely,
Yeah.
so they can't keep sending me friend requests.
And has anybody else had that experience? Is somebody a friend request and it's not somebody that you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had, because I've had a person that's added me, I'm friends, and then it's the same person again, and under a different account, and the person's nicked all their information and picture, and makes it so realistic,
Yeah.
but actually it's a fake account.
What I do because I can't because I'm nearly socially blind.
Yeah.
And I use my iPad. It's called VoiceOver,
Yes.
which is the actual screen reader, and I use Facebook as well. It will read me. If there's people there I don't know, I'll remove them. If I don't know them, I won't add them as a friend. I'll just remove them.
Do you think it's a good idea that if you know somebody in real life that you might add them as a friend?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it's in real life, yeah.
Yeah.
If I know them,
Like,
I'll add them.
if you've actually seen them.
Yeah.
Yes, if you've met them in real life.
Yeah.
Better
Yeah.
in real life.
Is Facebook a good place to find information or socialize? Do you use it a lot?
Well,
No,
Facebook's a bit different. Facebook is good, but also there's some bad sides to it as well.
Yeah, there is.
Tell me about the good side, and then let's talk about the bad side.
Well, the good side is that you can obviously you make a little group of friends,
Yeah.
friends that you know.
Yeah.
And
Can be
then
a nice community, can't it?
it's a nice community, but also that's with TikTok. You can also make a nice community out of TikTok.
Tell me more about that then. Who else is on TikTok?
If-
Yes?
Yeah, I use TikTok sometimes.
Obsessed with TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sometimes use it.
Did I just hear somebody saying they were obsessed with TikTok?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Totally obsessed.
I'm in a little community group on TikTok, and they're all friendly, and we all meet together on a live, and we're all from. I got a friend from Newcastle, got a friend from Wales, got a friend from all over really. They're all nice people.
Don, were you going to say something
Sorry,
about Facebook or TikTok?
yeah, I'm on Facebook and I use it to like watch funny videos or see what a friend is doing. Let people know what I'm up to.
You're always up to something, Doc.
You're a man after my own heart, though, watching funny videos. Oh, it's got to be the dogs and cats. For me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the ferret.
Yeah.
Hang on, Cam just said he likes the ferret.
I love the ferret videos.
I put like noodle something and this.
I follow them, yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Love
seen
them.
that.
No, I'm not really a ferret guy. No.
I'm not a ferret guy.
No.
No. So, and you mentioned there are some good things. And just thinking about social media in general, then, what are the bad things? What are the things that are not so good about social media for you?
People get
People getting attacked.
yeah.
Oh, hacked,
People getting hacked.
cloned, yeah.
Because I've had it many times where I get a phone request from someone I know. I'm like, have they created
And there's
a
also a load of fake information.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that,
That's
I
also
think.
linked at the minute where like you've got a friend already
Yeah.
and then they almost like literally copy and paste your
Yeah.
profile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Picture and everything.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about that. Yeah, that's happening.
And you get those messages saying, oh, I think I've been hacked. Don't answer a message from me. That kind of thing.
It might not have been hacked.
No.
or send me, I don't know, £200?
That I
Yeah.
any emails come out like that, I just delete them.
Yeah. Have you had those experiences of send me some money, Mum, I've lost my
I
phone.
haven't. Not me.
I have.
I've had various ones.
Yeah.
I get the mail scam.
I have people getting hacked and they send me a message, have you heard about this client? And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And ones that say, oh, I know you from years ago,
Uh,
and like, remember me.
So there's a whole load of ways, aren't there, that people try to get
Yeah.
into your information and your data.
yeah,
Does it stop you wanting to use social media?
sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah.
On TikTok, I just don't be friends with anyone except my mum and my best friend.
Thing is, that social media is so stuck in our life now. We would be lost without it if we didn't have it.
I don't know, it's whether you've lived before it.
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't think what I think if I don't know, at midnight tonight it all got shut down. In some ways, I think it would be a blessing because people would not reconnect in person.
I think
Yeah,
if you're
true.
old enough to know what it was like before
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
you know that the world just goes back to a different mode.
yeah,
Yeah.
And you just have to make more effort.
yeah.
I mean,
And-
as well, we're all like just on our phones constantly now, rather than
Yeah.
talking face to face.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
But
It's bad.
What can we do about it?
Shut the internet down.
well, maybe not the internet, but
No, joke.
maybe like social media.
That one's a bit of a joke.
I don't know.
Or maybe have it so that there's like time where it's not accessible.
For certain things. Sorry, Dom. There's also people on there that are technically underage that make up an account, pretend they're underage, over 18, but actually
They're not.
I reckon they should have an age limit.
18,
18?
18.
See, I think there's the opposite scale of it as well, is I don't know what I'm pressing when I'm doing it. So I don't really know if I'm letting people be your friend or all that. I don't actually know what that means. Like, does that mean they can, I don't know.
Can they connect with you? Can they talk to
Yeah.
you? Can they get into your DMs?
Yeah, and like
All of those kind of things.
like what if you accidentally press something, does that mean, I don't know. So I
Yeah.
think it seems to me that younger people seem to know how it all works.
I don't think it just limited to social media
Oh,
because the amount of big organisations that have been hit by cyber attacks is a bit like, what?
I was going to ask you about that actually, because you were mentioning about the internet shutting down
Yeah.
and having times when you didn't have social media or the internet on. Spain and Portugal recently,
Yeah.
there were blackouts because the electricity went down, but people's phones stopped working. They couldn't charge their phones. They couldn't get on the internet. Their routers weren't working.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to charge your wheelchair.
Yeah, you're
Exactly.
You'd be stuck.
Yeah. So those cyber attacks, it is important to think about those things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And more recently, we've had, I think, Marks and Spencer's
and co-op.
Yeah.
co-op. Have you
Co-op,
been
yeah.
affected by the co-op? Have you got a co-op locally? That's,
Yeah, I have been. What's it?
Yeah.
It's just mostly went in. Was it Wednesday? Just half of the shelves were empty.
So the knock-on effect of not be of a cyber attack ends up being you don't have stuff on the shelves in the shop that you need.
Yeah.
And I think they stole people's information somehow.
Yeah.
Co-op didn't nick any information. What I heard,
Yeah.
I think M&S did. Co-op.
So it's big stuff, isn't it?
What does it actually mean if someone like knows your, I don't know, what do they do with it?
So,
You just sell it.
Really?
Yeah.
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 You do.
It is.
What we'll do with this actually is we'll take that question and I'm going to go and ask a professional the answer to that
Yeah.
question.
Because I
And-
haven't got a clue.
Some like your mobile number gets leaked out as well,
Yeah.
and you get random scam calls from. One was someone for what's the things on the side of outside of the house that you can conservatory.
Oh, really?
And
So
then,
you have to sell you a conservatory.
I'm like, we didn't even want a conservatory.
How do you deal with those kind of phone calls? If somebody phones you up, and have you ever had the call where somebody said your computer's at risk and you've got to buy
No,
it?
I haven't.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't answer.
Just make up some silly answer back.
Silly answer to
I
them.
always answer them because
Yeah.
it says suspected.
Because then,
Scam.
because then eventually they and you say something stupid, then they realise that they know you know, and then they just put the phone down on you because
You pretend to be French.
I do pretend to be French.
Do you?
Yes.
do you?
Yeah, and then they go, they just put the phone down because they don't want to speak to the French lady.
I had one yesterday because the phone I got now it's an accessible phone that I can speaks everything to me. So my phone rang. It was like my normal ringtone. I thought because anybody else on my phone, I can just assign different ringtones. to
That's
different
brilliant.
people. And it came up with my default ringtone. And because what my phone does, if anybody's in my phone book, it will speak their name. So if there's any like a real strange number, just read the number. I didn't recognize that number. Did you?
But the numbers are mobile phone numbers now, so I always think it's someone who I know.
The other thing is, a lot
I
of
just deleted it. Just
a
delete the
lot
number.
of new landline numbers are now starting with 070.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, like
Me and Janice were saying earlier, weren't we, about like a lot of calls come up with like no caller ID
Yeah.
is when you get like doctors
Well,
and
that's
stuff
what
when it comes up. So
health
you
professionals, they
Yeah.
only ring from like places where there's like a phone
yeah,
system.
but they
Yeah.
weren't.
And so it's all no caller ID. So if I don't answer them, then I wouldn't know if it was them.
Try and avoid them.
Yeah.
You know, missing calls like you
Yeah.
said, from a GP or
Yeah.
someone you need to speak to.
Yeah.
Well, mine, it would say, if the doctor was ringing me, mine would say doctors.
Yeah,
It would say doctors.
Yeah.
It was like with me yesterday.
Yeah, I've got mine set, so I know it's a doctor's surgery.
Can I make another point about television? But what happens if it all goes down and we turned off the traditional way of watching TV?
Yeah.
Like, can we get it back up and running quick enough?
You
Tom, I never thought of that.
What do you do?
What do you do, Sam?
Like, you know, my mum and dad's got mobiles.
Mobile.
Yeah.
But that makes you paranoid about
But imagine if you run out of mobile data.
or your battery and you can't recharge your phone.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
But I can charge it in my disabled car.
Sam, I can do that in my car. I've never even thought
Yeah.
that.
A lot of landlines now are being operated over the internet. What do you do if it all, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a real thought, isn't it? And my thought this morning was exactly yours, Dom. What would happen if the internet goes down and we haven't got TV?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to go to someone's house.
The electric goes. What people are gonna do to charge their cars?
Talking of that, there is a special number if the electric goes out.
Is there?
There is a special thing apparently. Like
think
you
there
get
is, yeah.
registered as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
A
all the
vulnerable
beds
person,
are in
yeah.
the fridge and the wheelchair gets charged on
Yeah.
the electric. I think somebody told me that I
Yeah.
didn't have a smart meter.
You could get a portable generator.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
So yeah, you can bring them if you're, like you said, if your medication's in the fridge,
Yeah.
you've got a wheelchair in your
Yeah,
car.
apparently
Yeah.
you're on that
Yes,
thing. And you're not allowed a smart meter if you're like that because they took my smart meter away and now
Oh.
it's got to be monthly so I never run out. But like if it went off,
Yeah.
I don't know what we'd do.
Yeah. It's really, it's important to know that you can be on a priority list, can't you? So that you
Yes.
can be,
Yeah,
Something.
the special electric number.
we'll look for the special.
Yeah.
electric number.
I don't know what happens if you ring it.
We'll have to test it.
You can figure it out for a longer time.
It's
Like Sam
just
said, you get like a generator.
A recording.
or something maybe.
What?
It's just a recording.
It's
Yeah.
recorded messages.
Someone get back to
So
you.
yeah.
Have you used it?
Yeah.
By any-
Yes.
Oh, you used it.
Yes.
Okay.
That's really handy.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to ask Cam to ask one last question.
Yep. So if you could design your perfect online space, what would it look like and what would it do?
Be safe.
Yeah.
Like with alcohol, you obviously get ID. So you have to put that sort of code into, say, Facebook or something.
That's not the first time we've had that suggestion about making sure people verify their age.
Yeah.
Making more websites more accessible. As
Oh,
if
I like that. Tell me more.
every time you're trying to, if you're using the screen reader,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you just get link, link, link.
Well, that's just annoying.
So it won't tell you exactly what the link's for. It just show you there's a link there.
It just says link.
Oh,
So our sponsor for this podcast is Culture Gem, and one of their specialisms is around accessibility online for digital spaces. Culture Gem talks to us a lot about putting in the text rather than just link.
Hey, let's be honest. Compliance training is usually awful, but Culture Gem flips the script. It's the world's first fully inclusive, accessible training platform with 8 learning styles, color customization, and even an escape room video game. And the phishing simulator? You build the scam. It sticks better that way. Smarter training, better retention, and it doesn't cost the earth. Try it free at culturegem.co.uk. Hey, you're listening to Scam Me, the podcast that breaks down online safety and scams without the boring bits.
And then the other bit is alt text in
Yes.
pictures.
Yeah.
Yes.
How does
I've
that
heard of
affect you?
what's that?
Can you explain?
I can explain what it is.
Yeah.
If you've got, I mean, I think David does it sometimes on.
I should do it all the time.
Yeah, you should do, David. What it is, it just gives you a description what the image is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like audio description on
Yeah.
So
AD.
what it looks like. Okay.
Yeah, and it just describes it and says, "Oh, this is a picture of Lucy, a blonde-haired woman with glasses."
I think I tried it on Facebook or a few different images.
Yeah.
If you go onto the actual image,
Yeah.
and what I do, I flick up.
Yeah.
When I hear voiceover say explore, double tap on that. And if I flick, I usually flick left to go forward and right to go back. Single finger flick. And
That's through pictures.
yeah, it was
Good tip.
it will describe,
Yeah.
give me the description of what that picture is.
That's a good tip.
Some of them will do it, some of it won't.
Depending on what the picture is.
Yeah, it all depends what the picture is.
Are there challenges with physical accessibility as well, in terms of like touch screens or phone?
It would be nice if someone would just clearly. I think people just somehow learn how to do these things. You don't actually know I don't know what I'm doing on it.
And then a lot of people.
And nobody tells you.
Yeah.
Then a lot of people
on it.
got to use YouTube to go and find.
Dean, what about with all of your tech and things like your laptop and the way you use yours and
I use a stylus because I can't use my pen, so I have to put it in between my finger,
Yeah.
and then I touch it. But then with my phone, because I can't hold it,
And yeah.
and they need to bring out a device where it can be put onto the chairs.
Because my mum and dad always think, because they sometimes drop me off somewhere,
Yeah.
and I've got a phone in between my legs, and they're like,
just keep it on your lap?
they keep it on my lap. They're like, no, pinch it off you.
Yeah, that's
And
what
they're going to be quicker than you
yeah.
eventually, aren't
They
they?
can get away with it.
But then I always have it on my lap because it's easy to get to.
If it could sort of be attached and then no one could steal it off you out of your hand.
You could want somebody in bed if you wanted to go on Dragon's Den with it or something.
I'm here thinking I need to get this to somebody so that they can come up with it.
Yeah.
Sam, the art man, had a gimbal thing.
It was like a tripod
Yeah.
thing that
Yeah.
your phone went into, but it as it moves, it loses it.
Yeah.
It was amazing if you
So
can hold your phone and do a video. You could do anyone could do just a video or something.
Yeah.
It's really enlightening because I don't think people who design stuff for tech, phones, they don't think about accessibility and they're not thinking about physical disabilities, are they?
They're just thinking about the money that they can make out of it.
I find that when people ask like as a role whoever for feedback
Yeah.
for people with disabilities, I do feel that like it's a bit of a box ticket. So we were trying to set this door and it just wouldn't connect to the app. And we were like, well, I never realised that we didn't have all the equipment.
Yeah,
So
they can
when I looked again, they put it right down the bottom of the page just before the customer reviews.
Is there anything anybody wanted to say or share before we finish? And it's okay to say no.
It's been fantastic. Fantastic to see you both.
And
It's
you,
nice
it's
to be
Yeah, it's nice to be out as well.
And there is one more thing. When I use my phone,
yes.
I use my watch.
I'm going to just ask you a question in terms of Apple products. They are fairly accessible, or am I being general?
They are
Yeah.
accessible.
Yeah.
They're better than the Samsung.
Yeah.
When I make a phone call,
Yeah.
I
You
use
can
this.
use that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I pay for stuff,
Yeah. Ping with your wrist.
I wouldn't even trust it. I wouldn't even trust it.
Really?
trust that.
No, I wouldn't even trust it. No.
I do it
I do it with the phone. And then I feel like I'm not spending my money then.
I use Amazon.
all the
I
time.
don't use Apple Pay.
I'm loving getting an insight into all your lives.
You can go in the shops.
No.
You haven't got to go out, get a
Talk to
wheelchair.
people.
It just literally comes the next day.
You don't know, and then afterwards you don't realise how much you spent.
Andy, you were saying you like Timo. You spend a lot of money on it.
It got so addictive. I got rid of the app.
And Janice, you
I buy everything on Amazon.
Amazon.
My friend once sold a dress and then sent it, and then the person said they never received it.
Yeah.
But they did.
Yeah.
Because the post office said that it was like a ball gown thing.
yeah.
And
You try and scam
But-
me, yeah.
yeah. So the person just said they hadn't received it, but they did.
Thank you
very
for,
much.
for letting us into your world and telling us a bit about your online lives and what goes on and what you feel good about and what you don't. So thank you to Paul's Place. Thank you to everyone for bringing us in here. I'm Lucy from Inclusive Change at Work, and it's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you all today. Thank you very much.
That's it for this episode of Scam Me. Big thanks to our funders and sponsors, and to you for tuning in. Stay safe online, and we'll see you next time. That's a wrap on this episode of Scam Me. Brought to you by Project Sandbox from Inclusive Change at Work CIC, funded by Avon and Somerset Police and Crime Commissioner, supported by South Gloss Disability Equality Network, and sponsored by Culture Gem. Catch you next time, and stay safe out there.